So first of all, I would just like to say that I love the cows. That was like one of the first things I noticed going down into the clearing. I was like, those cows are so weird. I love them. I feel like I understood the overall goal of the game. I think it wasn't super clear while in it as to like, I had this task, go this way, sort of, you know. But you know, I think that's also something that is pretty easily fixable, and could definitely be done by you guys. I think you had a strong direction, but it just felt a little flat right in the right at the end there. You know, overall, I think it was pretty hard.
So the game isn't, there were some issues with the game. So I watched the video, and I really wish I'd had a chance to actually play it, because it's very Stardew Valley-esque, and so I think that really taps into the theme well. I don't live on a huge farm, but I understand that like, I get up, I walk the dogs, like I gotta tend to the garden, I've gotta do all those things every day. Those are the things that have to happen every day, but like before work. So that's just part of like my ritual, my habits, like I do every morning. Definitely wanted to play it a little bit more and understand the world. There were like a little some disconnect. I didn't understand why there's an alien that lived on the farm, and so that made me want to know more. Maybe want to know more about like this goblin cave that is like full of treasure. As someone who's always like, if there's a detour on my path when I'm doing anything in the game and there's treasure available, I want the treasure all the time. Other than that, like I was great job on getting up here today and talking to us about your game.
Yeah, +1 to the cows. I love them as well. And I love the alien. Like I thought it was like a really fun spin, finding the portal gun and using that to do various different things. And yeah, it hits the theme, your habits and rituals. I would have loved to have like done it a couple times, or maybe the second time you do it, it's a little bit different. Like just feeling maybe one more loop. I think that could have added a stronger hit to it. Like the feedback was, like was mentioned, the feedback was a little lacking in some areas. But yeah, I think exploring and reading the various different the text from the various different NPCs was a lot of fun. Like I enjoyed just being in this world that you created, and I would love to see more.
Yeah, I think the sprite work in general was delightful. There was a lot of subtle stuff going on there that was really fun to look at. The water, where it was like, oh, 2 different water textures, right? You didn't even like, I don't know, it's a thing you notice. It's like, yeah, I immediately know what that means. Yeah, I also had to go off the video. I suspect I would get horrendously lost in this game. But I play a lot of games like this. I really like Moonlighter and Harvest Moon, and things like that. And I think those games will often lead with the chores as a way to teach you where you are in the world and to help you sort of form those habits before you do the more weird stuff. And it's something I would think about, like how to introduce people to the layout of this world a little cleaner, because I know that I would get lost. I suspect others would too. But yeah, it was fun looking, and I know it can be really difficult to present, especially when something went wrong with it. So good on y'all for being here and getting through it.